what me and Aaron have, is very healthy and it's very gentle. It's very soft and it's very kind and it's very sweet and it's very warm and it's one of the best feelings that I've ever had.
Oh man, we knew it was gonna happen. You don't think what's gonna happen? Y'all didn't know. Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre, they called it quick. I guess he couldn't.
Iman Shumpert is asking for Teyana Taylor to be held in criminal contempt of court and to be thrown in jail for 20 days.
Okay, now y'all going too far. Come on, Iman. For what?
Well, this is what, so he's basically saying that when Teyana Taylor spoke out, remember we reported in the room about the divorce agreement that...
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy you asked. Teyana Taylor winning that Golden Globe is the same reason why Halle Berry is the only Black woman, or one of the few Black women, with a Best Actress Oscar. Halle Berry won for Monsters Ball, and the theory behind why she won is the fact that she was a Black woman being fetishized by a white man with a bob. Teyana Taylor's character in One Battle After Another is basically...
It started the way so many modern controversies do, with a single notification. Within hours, 3 names were locked together in a headline cycle that refused to slow down. Iman Shumpert, Aaron Pierre, and at the center of it all, Teyana Taylor. At first, it looked like a routine rumor wave. A few speculative blog posts, some viral tweets, blurry screenshots passed around like digital whispers. But this time, the momentum felt different. The narrative machine had locked in, and once that machine starts turning, it really pauses for confirmation. It feeds on timing, emotion, and the public's attachment to a story already in progress. The initial spark reportedly came from a public appearance, one that fans felt was just a little too intentional. A caption dissected like coded language. A photo analyzed down to posture and proximity. It didn't take long before Aaron Pierre's name entered the conversation. And once it did, the tone shifted immediately, because now this wasn't just vague speculation. It became about connection, about what it meant, about whether this signaled something new. Hovering in the background was Iman, silent but central. To understand why this moment carried weight, you have to remember the history. Iman and Teyana weren't just another celebrity couple. They represented a cultural era. Their interviews felt playful and intimate. Their creative collaborations blended music, fashion, and basketball world charisma. Their family moments, at least the ones shared publicly, projected warmth and partnership. Fans didn't just admire their romance, they admired what looked like teamwork. So when their split became public, even though it was framed as respectful and mature, it still landed heavily. There were no dramatic accusations splashed across headlines, no messy social media battles, but something shifted in the collective imagination. A chapter had closed, and people were emotionally prepared for what might follow. That's why Aaron's name trending alongside Teyana's felt explosive. For some, it symbolized growth and forward motion. For others, it felt too soon. Too layered with unresolved emotion they hadn't processed. And then the rumor escalated. The baby speculation. There was no official announcement, no confirmed source. Just digital breadcrumbs interpreted as certainty. An outfit viewed as concealment, a glow interpreted as confirmation. Anonymous comments claiming insider knowledge. Once the word baby entered the discourse, restraint vanished. Timelines flooded. Reaction videos multiplied. Think pieces formed in real time. Romance rumors are one thing. Pregnancy rumors are another. They imply permanence, transformation, a future unfolding. And suddenly, this wasn't about dating, it was about life shifts. All eyes turned to Iman. Would he respond? Would he post something cryptic? A lyric, a caption, a subtle message? At first, nothing changed. Workout clips, studio sessions, family content. But in high-profile speculation cycles, normal becomes suspicious. Silence becomes strategic. An emoji becomes evidence. Fans slowed down videos, zoomed into reflections, compared timelines. Threads were built around seconds of footage. Perception moved faster than intention. When Iman eventually addressed the atmosphere, it wasn't through chaos. No explosive live session, no angry rant. His tone was controlled, deliberate. He emphasized co-parenting, privacy, protecting his children. Growth, maturity. That response divided audiences. Some praised him immediately. That's evolution. That's how you handle it. Others were skeptical. It sounds rehearsed. There's more under the surface. But regardless of interpretation, one fact stood out: he refused to escalate. Aaron faced a different challenge. He wasn't coming from a shared public love story. He was stepping into an existing narrative mid-storm. His name suddenly attached to emotional history he hadn't built. When he addressed the speculation, his tone was restrained, almost clinical in its precision. He redirected attention to work, emphasized privacy, avoided sensationalism. In a climate where outrage often equals visibility, calm can feel either revolutionary or suspicious. Some applauded his composure. Others questioned why he didn't deny rumors outright. But perhaps careful neutrality was intentional. In hypervisible situations, even denial can fuel fire. And then there was Teyana. Her silence became the loudest element in the room. She didn't rush to confirm or deny. She didn't clap back. She didn't post a lengthy explanation. In doing so, she shifted the dynamic entirely. The men had spoken. The internet had debated. She remained still. Silence is a mirror. People project onto it whatever they already believe: strength, guilt, strategy, exhaustion, power. In this case, her quiet stance amplified the speculation rather than shrinking it. Meanwhile, the broader cultural conversation intensified. Co-parenting under public scrutiny. Moving on after a highly visible love story. The relentless examination of women's bodies. The expectation that men must either perform her or demonstrate dominance. It became less about three individuals and more about social patterns. Observers noted how quickly pregnancy rumors attach themselves to women in the spotlight. How every outfit becomes evidence. How men are pressured to publicly react as though neutrality isn't allowed. What's striking is how little confirmed information actually existed compared to the emotional intensity surrounding it. No official confirmation of pregnancy. No declaration of a new relationship. Just layered perception built on history. Yet the impact felt real. Comment sections polarized. Fans chose sides that might not even exist in reality. Brand narratives shifted. Public identity subtly recalibrated. Through it all, three individuals navigated a storyline largely constructed without them. Iman leaned into maturity and protection. Aaron leaned into restraint and focus. Teyana leaned into silence and autonomy. Each response revealed more about their approach to public storms than about the truth of any rumor. There's something revealing about how people handle scrutiny. Some fuel it. Some freeze under it, some flow around it. What stood out here was the absence of escalation. No public shouting matches. No messy subtweets spiraling into direct confrontation. Instead, there was quiet tension, the kind that lingers beneath the surface. In moments like these, audiences become hyper-aware. Social media turns into a magnifying glass. Every gesture becomes material. Fans don't just consume stories, they construct them. The lingering question isn't simply whether a rumor is true, it's what this moment symbolizes. For Iman, it's navigating life after a beloved public partnership. For Aaron, it's stepping into unexpected scrutiny. For Teyana, it's asserting autonomy under relentless observation. In the digital age, controlling your narrative feels nearly impossible. But controlling your response remains within reach. Restraint, composure, emotional intelligence. Those become tools of power when spectacle is expected. Maybe that's the real takeaway. Not whether a baby rumor is real. Not whether someone feels hurt or unbothered. But how quickly we build emotional arcs for people we've never met. How confidently we assign motives. How urgently we demand clarity. As of now, there's no dramatic revelation, no explosive twist. Just measured words, controlled reactions, and an audience still watching. Maybe clarity will come. Maybe it won't. Maybe this fades into the archive of trending topics we once obsessed over. Or maybe it resurfaces with new context that reshapes everything. Until then, what remains is this: three public figures navigating private transitions. Under a spotlight that rarely blinks. And sometimes the most powerful element of a controversy isn't what's said, it's what isn't. The internet moves fast. But emotional ripples move slower, deeper, and longer than a trending hashtag. ever will.